Hello everyone, and welcome to our podcast. This is our first episode and it's about homeschooling. My name is OSZ and I'm your host today. Next to me are our guests for this episode. Why don't you say hello to the audience?
Hello.
No, we will go in detail with the topic. Today we will talk about A-levels, the teachers, parents, isolation, and of course about students and the way they act in this situation.
Now we will talk about how students handle school at home and how they manage their time. Many older students are working at places where they don't have the flexibility to change their working time so often. They can't keep deadlines, so they can't improve their efficiency. They associate home with free time and relaxation, so it's hard for many students to change their habits and a normal course of life. However, you can spend time with your family, which otherwise falls much shorter. Family bonds get stronger, and time, which was lost, is made up for. All in all, for many students it's a challenge to change their daily habits and stay focused on their goals. We wish all students a good time management and good luck. Abbas, what do you think? Do students really learn the stuff at homeschooling?
Well, it's not possible to answer this question precisely. It depends on the student and the subject. Many students, for example, do not really want to solve the task and try to overcome this challenge by looking for the solutions on the internet because there is no teacher to watch them at home. I can say from my own experience that I often had no desire to do a certain task and therefore I copied it from others. In addition to that, many students have younger siblings at home who are noisy, and that makes learning very difficult for them. On the other hand, some students have no siblings or their own room, where it's easier to concentrate. Whatsoever. It's quite complex, isn't it? Many students say that in these circumstances, A-levels are harder to reach. What do you think about that, Abdullah?
First of all, I can tell you that it depends on the type of person you are, but it is certain that if you have a goal, then everything should be possible. I'm convinced that preparation for the A-levels is possible because teachers can communicate very well with the students, for example via MS Teams or with the app Zoom, or even quite regularly via email. Students are provided with a lot of worksheets for preparation in order to prepare for these exams. Furthermore, I can say that it is very important not to be distracted while working. And if you have not understood something, then you can ask the teacher or even watch some helpful YouTube videos. Fatma, what do you think about it? Do the students need diligence or intelligence?
I think both are important in order to handle homeschooling, as diligence is very important in order to not to lose overview of the work materials and to keep up with the subjects matter during the online class, as well as afterwards. Intelligence is just as important. Without it, one would not understand the lesson and more questions would arise. So you need a bit of both, since intelligence alone is not enough without diligence. Otherwise you will confuse worksheets and the contents. By the same token, a bit of intelligence is necessary to keep up with classes. The next topic explains if teachers are really easier to reach than regularly.
So, as a high school student, I made the experience that it's not so easy for me to reach the teachers. Sometimes the teachers or other students had internet problems, so they are disconnected from the video chats or calls. Last time I sent an email for an important project and my teacher was waiting for it, but he never received it. Sometimes teachers got too many emails from students, so they lost the track of their inbox. And now I have a question for Dokan. And my question is, are there obstacles in homeschooling regarding to technology?
Well, not everyone has the tools for online school. Some families can't afford the technology that real online school requires. They can't afford a printer or laptop, or sometimes even multiple laptops if they have several children. Some families don't even have internet connection at home, or a bad one, where you can't even see or hear the teacher barely. The next topic deals with differences between primary school, secondary school and A-levels.
Younger students often need close contact with the teacher so that they can process what they have learned. This is not possible with homeschooling, as the contact with homeschooling is not intense. They often don't know enough about the internet, or the parents have too little experience with the internet. High school students are usually technically educated, but also need contact with the teacher. Younger students learn quickly and can also digest a lot of knowledge, but through homeschooling the learning ability is influenced as the tasks are often not clear. In addition, the parents may not have enough time to take care of the children and to help them learn. A-level students should have it easy because they can learn independently and can do their homework on the internet. Is homeschooling isolating students from their social life?
Yes, since we students don't see our schoolmates, we don't feel connected to each other anymore. There's a difference between writing on a mobile phone and talking in person live. In addition, cause of the isolation at home. Meeting new people is difficult, having fun outside also. You experience a lot more when you leave the house. Instead, we have to sit at home on your own for months. So, what do you think, Carl? Is the pandemic really decreasing because of homeschooling?
Back in March, we experienced the first wave of coronavirus. There were about 6,000 active infections and everything was shut down. Some weeks after the first lockdown, the numbers of infected people decreased to only about 300 cases. This implies that with tightened restrictions, the numbers can be kept down. That was the point when homeschooling first started. It had a lot of good sides and bad sides as well.
Thanks for listening. You will hear from me in the next episode. Subscribe now to our channel to get notified for new episodes. Thanks for listening. You will hear from me in the next episode. Subscribe to our channel now to get notified for next episodes.